Well, welcome back to the Football Frenzy. We'll start the second half with conference openers in the OK White. Third-ranked Caledonia Scots at Forest Hill Central. Caledonia's been so good weeks 1 and 2 here. Brett Miller to Dylan Atolsky. Diving touchdown, 6 yards, 21-13 Forest Hill Central. The fans all fired up. Then kicker David Reiser, 45-yard field goal. That would have been good from 50 or more. 24-13 Rangers. And then Alex Dykema going to take the handoff and go 30 yards. Seals the deal. Forest Hill Central, bit of a shocker, beats Caledonia 31-13.
You know, my age, Casey could have gave me Zeppelin or Lloyd. He gives me Boy George. Grand Rapids Christian opening conference play at home, and the Eagles anything but gracious host to the visiting Wildcats of Jenison tonight. First quarter, that's Patrick Hall in from 5 yards out on the QB keeper. 7-0 Eagles. 10-0 now the lead, and Hall will find DeLeon Brown. This one will cover 17 yards. They made it look pretty easy. Next possession, well, same combination, hooks up again. That would up the lead to 24. Christian goes on to a huge win tonight, 58-13.
A couple of programs with some rich history here. This is the 51st time Byron Center and Thornapple Kellogg have met. Both teams 1-1 on the year. Trojans down 7-0 before the break. A.J. Nye with the only rainbow in Byron Center tonight. Cole Cronkite pulls it down, 27-yard pickup down to the 2. That set this Nate Raymond 2-yard score up on the next play. Thornapple Kellogg down 7-6 at the break. Late, though, in the third quarter, Byron Center's Jared Rogers just can't stop the rain. 37 yards to the house on 4th and 3. Bulldogs win it, 14-6.
Who sings that one, Larry?
I don't know.
All right, next up, Cedar Springs, where the Red Hawks have routed their first 2 opponents, outscored Comstock Park and Sparta by a combined score of 94-19. Tonight, they did the same to Belding. Here it's the handoff to Caden Myers. He goes 2 yards, 2-point conversion makes it 8-0. Second quarter, handoff to Myers again. This time he's going to go 26 yards, made it 26-0. Cedar Springs 46-7. Red Hawks are 3-0.
Back in Grand Rapids, battle between the OK Blue and Bronze, 2-0 Huskies and Forest Hills Northern, 1-1 Falcons of Allendale. And this is a first quarter action. Jake Martin finds Bryce Frazier, and he will go the rest of the way. 31 yards down the far sideline and in. Add the 2, Forest Hills Northern had an 8-0 lead. Second quarter, cut to 8-6, but they would then add more to it. Connor Brunius, the ball up the middle from 8 yards out, and he scores as well. Forest Hills Northern going on to the win tonight, 51-20.
Stop 15, a rematch from Week 9 last year. West Catholic beat Forest Hills Eastern to get into the playoffs on their way to the state championship. Hawks looking for revenge against the top team in Division 5. Travis Russell for the Falcons going to keep it himself, a 1-yard score, and West Catholic on top, 24-7. Then fourth quarter, 24-14 game. Lasavion Majewski going to get the give, and he's going to hand it out. 63 yards. West Catholic rolls to a 38-14 win.
Big one in the West Michigan Conference. 2-0 North Muskegon at 2-0 Whitehall. Each team rolled in weeks 1 and 2. Whitehall going to strike first. Trip Tommen. He gets the handoff and busts in. It's a 6-0 lead. Later in the half, North Muskegon answers. Eric Blakely connects with Riley Fairfield. 24-yard touchdown. Made it 7-6 at the half. Whitehall comes back and wins it 14-7.
For the first time in 30 years, Muskegon Catholic Central playing a conference game. The new Lakes 8 opener tonight against Ludington, and boy, they struggled with the MCC defense. Fumble there, recovered by Muskegon Catholic. And then this is Brody Keefe going to punch it, and it was just all Muskegon Catholic tonight. They go on to win 54-0.
2 teams that have had monster starts colliding in Game 18. Vicksburg and Edwardsburg both undefeated, outscoring their opponents by a combined 215-54. Vicksburg's Dalton Kettlar with the 4-yard QB keeper, and they were on top 7-0. Then just before the break, that's Keenan Erb. That's a 27-yard field goal. Made it 10-zip at the half. Vicksburg. But that's when our camera guy left, and Vicksburg goes on to a win, 16-14.
All right, big conference open in the OK Silver. Northpoint Christian hosting Calvin Christian. This game out at Comstock Park. 8 minutes left in the game. Preston Huckabee to Kyler Dunn. 9-yard touchdown. Northpoint 3-0. They are impressive at this point. They win at 27-zip.
Let's keep it in the Silver, this time in Wyoming. 2-0 Wolverines of Godwin Heights hosting the 0-2 Rebels of Lee. Fortunately, not much of a game here tonight. This is Asakella. Going to hook up from 20 yards out with Leon Red, and it was 8-0 Godwin, just like that. Still in the first quarter. Kella again, and this time is going to keep it himself. Break free on the left side, bounce it outside, and back in there. Well, in and out he goes. 42 yards for the score up that lead to 16. And Red would then take a handoff 50 yards. Still later in the first quarter, Godwin just rolling up on lead tonight. They went at 52 zip.
Hitting blackjack in Holland. The Dutch and Ottawa Hills are 21st and final stop. Both teams looking for win number 2 on the year. Dutch up 12-6 in the fourth quarter. The pitch is to Elroy Payne, and he's going to cross the goal line for the score. Holland on top 18-6. Then the Bengals driving late. Javion Winter's going to roll out. Try and find an open man, but he's going to be picked off at the goal line by Brandon Davis, and Holland going to seal the win, an 18-6 final over Ottawa Hills.
That's highlights from